Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another Abyssal Legendary Hero Battle. Today, our Angel Army is taking on our very own beloved big brother, Prince No More. He is now a king in his own right. It is Xander. And we are taking the fight straight to the Norian throne room. We are going to have a little training exercise with this Xander from a future that may yet come to pass. It is something for our Xander to look forward to, I suppose. And this map is a little tricky because there are a lot of reinforcements. The throne room is very well guarded, and Xander is quite intimidating, of course, and he starts rushing you down fairly quickly. I wish we had a few more turns before he started moving. And we have these pillars that kind of block the movement, but I have managed to find a solution using the royal family. So I thought that would be a fun little thematic thing to do, would be to have Corrin lead his siblings into battle for this little training exercise. So I suppose this is a Fates themed clear. Couldn't quite get a full Conquest themed clear because we are using Ninja Corrin, but it still works. So real quick, let's go over everyone. Ninja Corrin is running a Gale Force set. He is going to be our main source of offensive pressure. There are so many enemies, and we have to clear out some key threats so that Xander can tank without getting just completely blown out of the water. So he is running a Gale Force set with Flashing Blade to give him some consistency. Death Smoke softens up some of the enemies that he would miss kills on otherwise. And Blade Session, it lets us sort of manipulate our attack to be high enough to take out key threats and low enough that we can trigger Gale Force when needed. And then finally we have Hit and Run for positioning. I really do need to give him Close Call, which I'll probably work on after this. Because he was taking quite a good chunk of damage, and he needed that maneuverability from Hit and Run, so he couldn't run Spurn. So having Close Call would have been very helpful. Next up, Big Brother Xander himself. His build is, yeah, that's Triangle Adept. We are running Triangle Adept to give him a very strong matchup for greens, which would naturally take out Ninja Corrin. So we have sort of specialized him to take out greens, particularly his legendary version. That Triangle Adept lets him tank him and also get some key threats when initiating. Other than that, Quick Riposte guarantees kills, Drive Attack offers team support, Lull Attack Def just gives him that extra bit of oomph and prevents buffs, and Blazing Light. And then finally, Swap is helpful on this map because those pillars really restrict our movement. Next is our dear big sis Camilla. She is definitely in a very support-oriented role this time. She doesn't do a whole lot of fighting, but when she does, she gets the kills that are needed. She is also running Triangle Adept to help her tank an enemy and have enough HP left over to tank another enemy later on, in conjunction with Guard Bearing. But mostly she's here to provide speed res, gap, drive attack, her axe support, and then just reposition. Though Gale Force also comes in clutch near the end. And then finally, our little bro Leo. He's running one of the most cursed builds I've ever used for an Abyssal clear. Everything here is actually for a reason. Goad Cavalry supports Xander and helps him get key kills. Axebreaker lets him get the double on Legendary Xander to get more damage in, especially in conjunction with Deathblow, which he also needs in order to score a key kill on offense, combined with Attack Def Catch. And even the Melon Float is important for that extra attack res boost. Very cursed build, but I promise it actually works. For this map anyway. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and prepare to train with our dear big brother. Look at him, so regal.
Draw your sword.
This top half of the throne room is exactly where he belongs, and he should absolutely not move from it at least for like 5 turns, but he's not going to listen. He's going to start charging us, so that is something we need to deal with. So to start, we are just going to reposition our units around, start like so, and we are going to have Camilla reposition Corrin up so that he can reach these guys. And we're going to have Xander and Leo move up first to get the maximum benefit from Blade Session. And we want Xander to be here so that he can bait out and tank this Axe Dragon. But first, we are going to have Corrin come up and attack the Sword Fighter, stab him. They barely survive, attack us back, but that lets us trigger our Gale Force. We finish him off, drop Death Smoke and Gale Force procs to allow us to move over and double this Blue Mage, take him down, drop Gale Force back down to 1 cooldown, and pass turn. We're going to get hit by this Melancholy Cleric, which was giving me a lot of problems. I got fairly close to clearing the map, but that Melancholy prevented our specials. So first, Xander takes out the Axe Dragon, doubles back thanks to Quicker Post, and takes him out in one shot thanks to Triangle Adept and our various buffs, Goad Cavalry, Drive Attack. But now we want to take out this Cleric before I was trying to leave it and just try and tank things, but that just wasn't working. So we're going to have Corrin move over and take her down, stab, stab, trigger our Gale Force, drop the Death Smoke, and we cannot take out the Bowfighter, but we can have Xander come over and attack the Green Thief, drop him down to 19, and now Leo can finish the job. Splash the juice all over him, has to leave, go change his clothes, because you can't be covered in juice in the presence of King Xander, right? Speaking of, he will rush down and murder Leo in cold blood, just like the missing Norian sibling here. So we want to prevent that. We're going to have Camilla reposition Leo out of the way, and we're going to have Corrin take down this Bowfighter who hits pretty hard, very fast. Corrin actually does not outspeed this Bowfighter, so we needed to have Blade Session to make sure that we had our attack, which is now maxed out thanks to everyone else having used their actions for the turn. So Corrin can stab this Bowfighter and move into the position to block this Red Cavalier from attacking Camilla. Tank it, barely hanging on with only 11 HP, but that's not 0, so we're good. Now we're going to have Corrin move over and sweep the Red Cavalier, take him down, trigger Gale Force, and now we want to run away because even this Troubadour will take out Corrin now that he's so crippled. So we're going to just move there. Big Sis is going to move here to bait the Lance Cav, and we're going to move Leo out of the way so that Xander can move down here into his space, and we are going to pass. Lance Cav attacks Camilla thanks to Triangle Adept. We double back and get the KO. And now she has just 2 attacks to trigger Gale Force, which is convenient because we can just attack this Troubadour, double, trigger Gale Force, and now we want to move away because Xander will take her out. Again, very threatening presence, and we're just going to move her here, and we are going to have Leo swap and then Xander swap so that Xander is in range to tank himself. And we have to get Corrin away from this Sword Fighter who we can take out, but then we won't be able to escape Xander. So we're just going to take care of this like so. Sword Cav attacks Leo, but he is tanky enough to endure. And now Xander must face himself.
For the glory of Nor!
Luna tries to kill us, but we endure thanks to Triangle Adept, double back, and do a good chunk to him. The Green Flyer attacks Xander, hits us for 8. We are barely hanging in there, but we finish off that Green Mage and charge our special so that we can now move up and take on Xander, hit him for 9, and then slam him for 42. We are now doing a lot more damage now that we have dropped our HP down below Chivalry's threshold and triggered that. So we are going to have Camilla pull Corin out of the way, and he's going to move up to attack this Sword Cavalier. Stab, stab. Gale Force does not trigger, unfortunately, but we're just going to have Leo swap him down. Sword Fighter attacks into Camilla. She attacks back for 0. Thanks to Guard Bearing, she did manage to survive, but she doesn't do anything back. And now she's just going to get out of there, and Corin will move in and finish the job. And with that, we have cleared Xander's training regiment. Very nicely done. Great job, team. And we have earned the gold kitty ribbon from the Norian treasury. How exciting. A special gift from our special big bro. So that was a fun map to take on with a fun little theme team. It was a little frustrating trying to make it work with this particular set of units. I'm not sure, it would probably be easier with some better suited units, but we managed to do it with units that I really wanted to clear it with, so I consider that a massive plus. And normally I do bring newly built units to these, but since it was Xander, I wanted to do that little theme clear. So Morgan had to sit this one out, but he does have something else planned that he will get to showcase himself in, so looking forward to that. Anyway, thank you guys as always so much for watching. Joining my little angel army was fun to see Xander's growth and see him keep up with his new legendary form. Thank you guys as always so much for watching, and until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon and the Angel Army, the Norian Royal Family Division, signing out.